So we're just putting the webbing onto the top hoop of the barrel. This is still a bit of a prototype method, so we haven't completely cracked it. There's slits in the fabric that you can see here, and there's loops in the webbing. So I've just looped this one onto the pipe. I'm not going to take it off again now because it'll take me ages to get it back on, making sure my webbing is the right way round and straight. So I'm going to slide the fabric back until I come to the other slit, which is just here. I'm going to try and get my fabric over there and then see if I can't bring the slit out over it a bit. There's insulation tape here, so I'm going to have to slide it over the insulation tape. The tape is actually to stop this webbing from jiggling around too much once we've got it in its final place.
And then it'll just sit on the shoulders really nicely.
And then it'll just sit on the shoulders really nicely. So just zoom that bit round there a bit. Here we go over the other step. Just have to give it a wiggle, and if you keep the tension fairly loose, it largely slides over fairly easily.
Brilliant.
She says. There's one step. Oops. Two step. Haven't quite got over that one yet. There's that one. There it is again. It's a little bit tricky getting it over the steps because just slowly trying to wiggle everything round to get the pipe completely through. So these bits are going to end up coming all the way round. Right, that bit's on.
Yeah.
And then a bit more wiggling and fiddling. So this will just be a little bit slower here again because I'm just trying to get it over the steps, as we call it. Right, there we go. And I'm not going to join that because I've learnt my lesson. The dowel's a little bit tricky to pull apart because it rips the stitching, so I'm not going to... Right, that's it.
Excellent.
And then all we've got to do is feed that through the next two slits in the fabric and stitch it in place by hand.
Brilliant.
And then that's the top done.
Yeah. Fantastic.
There we go. And then we'll tack it. Pin it in place. Tacking is probably not even the correct word. I am no seamstress. Right. There we go. That's not in properly either. I'm just realising now.
That's brilliant. Then you make sure you've got the tension on it.
And then you hand stitch to finish that last bit. It takes you about 40 minutes to do one bit because you sew a square and across, and you need to like double. You stitch it along, then you stitch back, stitch along, stitch back, stitch along, stitch back. You know, you're doing that just to make sure that the stitching is really tight because it will take a lot of pressure.
Okay.
And that's it.
Excellent. Brilliant.